Ladies and gentlemen, Chris and Heather, the Gastlecast. Hello! Welcome. Why is the camera so weird?
I don't know.
Is the camera better now? Now we're centered. Hello! Wow, what a day. What a day, what a weekend. What a weekend, right, Heather?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Well, I'm sort of annoyed by the floating head next to me.
Oh, I can get rid of that.
That's weird.
Okay, I can get rid of that. Don't worry. I'll get rid of that. Look, I'll put this here. I'll grab this. I'll delete it. Boom, done.
Good.
Okay. So anyway, how are you feeling?
Okay.
You're feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm tired.
You are?
Yeah.
A lot tired?
A lot tired.
Well, we had our Bachelor and Bachelorette party last night. Yes, we did combine them. Why, you may ask? Well, I am not a guy that likes to go out and go to... Typically, guys go to strip clubs. And I'm not a strip club guy.
Yeah.
Heather didn't want to go to a strip club either. Did you?
I don't know. I would have been okay with it, I think.
Oh.
I never been to one, but I would rather have a night out with friends.
I'm learning all this with you.
Without nudity in my face.
And when I say with you, I mean with you. I'm learning all this about Heather, with you.
Well, my sister wanted to take me to, like, one of those male things.
Hogtown, USA?
Yeah. But I'm sort of glad that didn't happen. That's weird. Like, I can't imagine that being attractive for me.
What's not? What do you mean? Explain.
Like, men dancing.
Oh, come on. You would love it.
I don't think I would.
No?
No.
See, I'm not into that either with the ladies and the dancing. And, like, the one thing that my father always said was, you know, those chicks inside of a strip club, they, you know, they're usually, like, very young. You know, like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
And they have, and, you know, they're, like, they're somebody's kid. Like, their parents are out there probably wondering, like, about them, and it always stuck out in my mind. Like my dad said, he always felt bad for people who are having to do that.
Well, some people just like it.
Some people do like it, but I always think, I don't know, I kind of feel bad. Like they're kind of in a weird situation.
Maybe.
But anyway, I don't like strip clubs because I just don't like them. I think that, I don't know, I don't see the appeal in it.
Yeah, I don't either, but I've never been to one, so maybe it's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know, it's not so good.
But yeah, we went to a bar with our pals.
Yeah, so we decided to combine it because we're both not into all the strip club stuff.
And I was happy to be around, like, the girls and the guys. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Heather is very good friends with... She's more friends with guys than girls. So you did... I would say the majority of the girls were actually family.
Yes.
Aside from, like, one or two... Maybe three girls? Three girls?
Yeah.
And then the rest are all, like, guy friends that Heather and I have jointly. And, man, did we have fun. We had so much fun. It was awesome, hilarious, and everything else. They were offering me shots the entire night. I decided I would not do that. I wanted nothing to do with shots.
It's weird, though, because... Chris is a drinker. I never drink. I had like half a glass of wine. Was it last weekend? And
oh my
I got,
God!
Like,
hold on. Let's rewind.
goofy.
Let's rewind back actually a week. So Heather drank wine last Sunday. She goes, you know what? I just want a glass of wine. And I was like, okay. It was just kind of out of the blue. I didn't understand where she was coming from.
Someone brought me wine, so I decided to drink it.
I just didn't understand where she was coming from with it. She never says that. And I was like, okay, maybe I was just like really a big pain in her butt that day. I don't know. So, I was like, listen, I have to go to GameStop. I have to pick something up from a friend of ours there. And she's like, okay, I'll go with you. I was like, okay, cool. And she basically took her glass of wine and, like, downed it. And I was like, this is not going to end well. I just know it's not. We get to GameStop, and my buddy, our friend, is noticing right off the bat that Heather is like, there's something up. She's picking things up, and she's running over to me almost like a kid would. Like where they tug on your pants, you know, your child. And they're like, will you buy this for me? That's what Heather was doing. She did it with like 3 different items.
Well, the one that I still really want it, and I'm upset that I don't have it, is it was Funko. I've never seen them before, but it was some sort of car. But it had like a Five Nights at Freddy's chick in it, and its chest said, let's party. And it was on the clearance rack for like $1.
It was a chicken?
It was like a little chick, not the whole chicken,
Oh, like-
just a chick, like the baby.
Not a whole chicken, just a chick, just
the
half of a
baby-
chicken.
No, the baby one.
A miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather wanted that. It was really bizarre. And so my buddy was like, or our buddy was like, well, is she okay? I was like, well, she heard a little bit of the wine. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, he goes, Heather's drunk. And I was like, well, I don't know if she's really drunk. I think she's tipsy. But man, by the end of that experience at a GameStop, she was drunk. She was falling all over the place. I didn't know what I literally brought a storm to GameStop and I had no idea. It was incredible.
Yeah, but last night, everyone kept saying, "What are you drinking? What are you drinking?" Like literally, I think everyone that was there offered to buy me a drink, and I'm
well,
like,
yeah, that's the whole point. Because I tried
let's
to go.
not do that.
I tried to buy a drink every once in a while, and our friends were like, "No, you're not allowed to buy a drink." And I'm honestly, the whole Bachelorette thing, it's fun. Like I really enjoyed it, but it isn't like a need for me. Like I didn't need to do that. But
Yeah,
I'm glad that we did. I'm glad we did it. But it's not a need. So the whole like you need to buy, other folks need to buy drinks for you. I didn't really think that I had to stick to that guideline, but I did. People were like constantly, no matter when I was done a drink, somebody else was running up to me with another drink, and I was like, oh my god, like we need to slow this down.
I am surprised I didn't fall over. I had, I think, a total of 2 or 3 drinks, and I took a shot. My sister comes out.
Her sister walks out and is shot, everybody
holding a platter of shots, and someone behind her was holding a platter. She's like, she lost. So
she goes outside and she's holding a platter, and somebody else was holding a platter.
Someone else was behind her. I forget who it was. It might have been like Nick. I don't remember.
That's hilarious.
But so my sister loses her voice really easily. And she gets over to our house last night. But this is another funny story. She called me on the phone and she said, hey, what time are you leaving? And I said, oh, we'll probably leave the house around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And she was like, okay, well, do you want me to drive you? And I was like, don't you plan on drinking? She's like, nah, I just plan on having 1 or 2 drinks. And
no,
NBD,
like, okay. No big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. I was like, oh, sure, that would be really great. We don't have to spend money on an Uber, whatever. She gets there. And she's like drinking water at first, and then all of a sudden she gets a drink, and then all hell breaks loose. She has like 2, 3, 4 drinks, and she's like, yeah, I'm not driving you home.
Well, no, I turned and looked at her. She comes outside toward the end of the night, and I was like, hey, something like, are you driving us? She goes, oh, no, I can't. I go, wait a minute. I said, you drove us here. I go, your car's in the parking lot. What do you mean you can't drive us home? She goes, nah, I can't drive you. She goes, I told Heather that I wasn't going to drive you home, that I was going to be drinking tonight, and then you guys would have to find your own way. And I was like,
she said she was having 1 to 2 drinks.
I was like, hey, listen, that's fine. We can figure it out. And thank God our good pal, who's usually here, I don't think he's here right now, our good pal, Strutzilla, Bobby, good pal of ours, he came back and he picked us all up and took us back. He had left, I guess. He left the bar?
He left. They had to Uber back to Eric's, and he picked his car up and picked
I found out tonight that, so today I wake up, and one of our good pals, who's actually in the chat right now, Jake Martin, he ended up spending the night with us last night. He stayed on our couch. He rode the couch. And I woke up this morning, and I think it was more me being just tired, because I woke up early yesterday, went to bed late, and then I just didn't get, I don't know, I just don't feel like I got a solid like 8 hours the night before or something. But I was really tired last night. And of course, I did have a couple of drinks on me, but I wasn't like wasted or anything. Actually, for a bachelor party, I think I made out pretty good. I came home, I ate, Heather and I, we got ready and we went to bed and everything was fine.
I remember Eric's bachelor party like 3 or 4 years ago. I picked you up. You were trying to make out with me as I was driving.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
And I had bean soup. You had requested that I brought this soup with me, and it was sitting on my lap, and you, like, knocked it and spilled it all over me. So I had, like, beans.
Why did I request bean soup?
I don't
know. Like,
know.
of all things, like, why not, like, a snack cake or, like, a chip?
No, you requested bean soup.
Can you please bring bean soup with you and, like, carry it on your lap? That's bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird.
But I came home and I was pretty good. We got Taco Bell.
I was good when we got home too. But man, there was one point I was we had just done the shot.
If you drink and you just, not to cut you off, but if you drink and you just stabilize the whole night and just enjoy yourself.
No, but I don't drink though.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but
I did that shot.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm going to like throw up or something.
Sometimes it'll hit you all at one time.
Yeah.
And you don't know it's coming.
Everything, like, it was literally like a drink and a half and then that shot. And that was it. That was all it took. And I was like, oh my, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, I felt really weird for a while. That's why I don't like to drink, because I don't like in that moment how I feel. And like today, I've just felt like crappy.
Oh, what a train wreck.
Yeah,
it wasn't a train wreck. We did really well for our Bachelor/Bachelorette party.
I had a lot of fun.
I thought it was great that all of our friends showed up. It was at a great place. It was a restaurant, like restaurant bar kind of joint. Yeah. They had live music there last night, which was cool. Heather was dancing. Heather twerked.
Yeah.
She was twerking on me, and I was like, whoa!
Chris didn't know what hit him, but
oh my
spoiler
God.
alert,
Giggity.
It was my butt.
Whoa! Heather getting all, she wilding out. Who knew?
Fun.
Who knew? Hello, everybody, by the way. King Elmo, Tasha, welcome, all of you guys.
I was wearing like a sash that said bride to be, and the lead singer of the band was like, oh, we have a bride in the house. And I'm like, hi. Like, I didn't know what to do.
People were hitting you up the whole time. Yeah, people were hitting you up the whole time.
Yeah, I would go anywhere, and they would be like, oh my God, congratulations. And this guy, he did something. He had like a beer in his hand, and he looks at me, and he reads it. He's like going like this, reading the sash, and he goes, don't do it. Don't do it. And he says, no, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. And I was like, why'd you just hit a beer in your head? People are crazy when there's drinks
It's
involved,
obvious you need to listen to. You need to listen to him. You need to listen to him. If he says that it's wrong, you got to listen to it, especially if he hit himself upside the head with a beer.
Yeah, it was
like
crazy.
If you're clinking your head with a beer, you know this guy's on to something.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a funny story from last night.
You have a funny story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told this story literally like 10 times. Oh, by the way, I had mentioned earlier that my sister loses her voice a lot. She came over and she had like no voice. She was like, hey, Heather. And I'm like, hey, where'd your voice go? She was like, oh, Orioles opening day. Man, I'm not drinking after that. And then, of course, she got so drunk she couldn't take us home and had to get a ride home herself.
No, she didn't seem drunk to me last night.
She was drunk.
Was she?
Yes, so I was dancing with like.
Well, let's not blow your sister up. Let's not destroy your sister.
No, I'm not destroying her.
Okay, I don't want to make her look like a loon.
Well,
okay,
I mean,
or like a butthead.
She tried.
Not a loon, a butthead.
She tried to like jump out of the moving vehicle to save somebody in an ambulance once, but that's beside the point.
Okay, I know. We know that. We know that story. We don't have to bury her.
Me and all my friends were dancing, and there was this guy who was dancing like just by himself.
Right.
And she taps him. He wasn't even facing me. She goes, that is my sister, and she's getting married. So, and I was like, he wasn't even dancing like with me.
Listen. Lacey's she's a strike force.
She
is.
And
I really appreciate her.
She was really hardcore.
Heather's dad showed up?
Yes, he did.
Looking for a date yet again?
Yeah, and he took a shot with us.
Yeah, I did. So I took no shots.
I know.
They were I got approached 3 times for shots last night, and I said there is no way. You know why? Because I didn't want to wake up today and feel like complete death. I hate that. I hate going out. I'd like to go out now that I'm older. Like, hangovers are now like a huge thing. I never used to get hangovers when I was younger. But when I hit 30, I mean, literally, it was like overnight. Everything changed.
Oh,
and now
man,
I get
when
hangovers
I hit
terribly.
21, I got hangovers.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, not anymore. Now is much different than back then. Let's put it that way. Hangovers are just different.
Yeah.
And hangovers sometimes can put me out. I remember there was like maybe the 4th of July party or something. I don't know, something we had, and I had drank a pretty good amount. Because we were taking shots that day and stuff. I'm out of shots now. Shot territory is out the door for me. I think I've grown out of shots.
You did a shot on New Year's.
I know. So New Year's is a little different.
No.
To me, it is. It's a little different. No. But New Year's, I also didn't drink. Like, I didn't go crazy. Like, I was trying to maintain the party and all that kind of stuff because we had so many people here.
No, you weren't. You couldn't even maintain Eric getting the Chinese food.
Oh, that was your fault.
That was his fault. And
our friend Eric goes to the Chinese place. Heather orders the food online or over telephone. And the Chinese food restaurant is closer to our friend, so we call our friend and say, hey, can you pick up the food? This food was supposed to be for the entire party.
It was $80 worth of food, by the way. And if you have ever ordered Chinese food, you know that stuff is
$80.
Cheap.
You're talking like bags upon bags upon bags, like you just went to BJ's Big or Costco. He walks in with a bag this big, and when he walks in, he sets it on the counter and he opens it, and I'm looking at him and I'm looking at the bag, and I look at him, I look at the bag, and I'm like, what? Like, what is happening? Heather ends up having to go all the way back out, pick up the food. It was raining.
It was like a 20-minute drive.
It was an absolute nightmare.
I had to go and pick up the food. Luckily, they threw in, I mean, it only costs like $2 if you buy them from their menu, but they were like these little Chinese donuts. They're just like little balls of pastry with like
sugar or something on top of it, yeah. Nick Money is true. I am old man Chris now.
Yeah.
I'm getting older, man. I'm 36 this year.
Yeah, I don't drink because I am old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Drinking is nice, you know, to like hang out, relax, and socialize.
It doesn't
and stuff
relax.
Like that.
It does like the exact opposite. Like, I don't like to feel abnormal. Like, I don't even like to have a headache. But when I'm like my head's spinning and I like feel sick to my stomach, I'm
no,
just
you don't.
Like,
but that means that you've done too much. So then today I wake up. Again, Jake Martin spends the night last night. So I wake up this morning. And I just, like I said, I was so tired, I just kept waking up, looking at my clock, and passing back out, and going to sleep for a little while. Waking up, passing back out. So, I finally get up, and Heather opens the door, and she's like, hey! And she's like, I went to Dunkin' Donuts, I got this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, oh, this is awesome, and there's going to be breakfast. So I go out there, and of course, there she and Jake's there. Well, little do I know, at this point in time, messages are being sent to like all of our friends. Everybody's coming over. I expected to come out and like it was going to be like a day where I just go and just lay on the couch all day. But it turned out the exact opposite, which I am so thankful for because I had so much fun hanging out with all of our friends. It was like kind of an after party kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where we got to talk about last night and we got to talk about toys because we always talk about toys. And pops and all that kind of stuff. And we just had such a good day today.
Yeah, we did.
It was definitely a Sunday fun day.
I made breakfast, and the one thing that I didn't have that I really wanted was hash browns.
Right.
So I had the brilliant idea. One of our friends had mentioned it. I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and I was like, man, I'm going to have a good coffee and not like my normal Keurig coffee, which I love, but it's nice to have like a latte or macchiato once in a while.
Right.
And I had one of them. I got a chocolate sprinkled donut and like a ton of hash browns. And
that's a win if I ever heard one.
Yeah, and by the time I was done cooking the actual breakfast, like I had gone to Dunkin' Donuts and then I started cooking like the bacon and eggs, the hash browns were like cold. And I was like, you know what? Instead of microwaving these, I'm throwing them in the air fryer. And man, they were like really
they were good. I will tell you that they were good. So the bad thing that did happen last night that I remember now, one of our friends was telling us today, Bobby went to the bathroom today. He's at the urinal. Dude is standing next to him, has a beer bottle, drops the beer bottle on the floor, goes to pick it up, and ends up throwing up on Bobby's shoe. It gets on Bobby's shoe, and it's like all disgusting and everything. That is the worst thing about going to bars.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
There's almost like a timeline for bars. Like, you should wait, or you shouldn't wait too long. Like, if you're going to go to a bar, a casual night, you just want to hang out with your friends and chill out, I would suggest that you stay only until about 11 o'clock. Because after 11 o'clock, apparently it's no holds bar. You go to the bathroom, all of the urinals can't flush for some reason. Like, everything stop breaks.
In the women's bathroom, there's like toilet paper and paper towels everywhere.
Oh, it's disgusting.
There's like somehow liquid. I don't know what kind of liquid is on the floor. I don't know if it's
in
drinks,
the men's room,
if it's urine. I don't know.
There was a beer bottle in the toilet, broken. So it was almost like somebody smashed a beer bottle on the toilet and smashed it and put it all in the inside the toilet. Then there was like a cup in there. Like, they just drop all their trash inside the toilet. Like, what animal is going to this bar? Like, drunk or not, okay? Even if I were like blasted out of my head, I'm not doing stupid things like that. It is such.
It is.
It's in such in poor taste, and I don't
It
know.
really
It shows that you have no like common decency.
Yeah.
For the establishment.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not talking
and it's
like
a nice place too.
I'm not talking about we're going to like a hole in the wall. I mean, this place is a very nice, well kept place, and it has like TVs all inside of it, and their outdoor area is really nice. They have like fires going and like chairs around, and people just go in there and act like complete utter maniacs. I don't understand it. It really aggravates me.
Yeah.
Because I want to go and enjoy somewhere and not have to put up with that kind of crap.
Yeah, but I mean, anywhere with alcohol involved, like people get
I know,
crazy.
but it's almost you have to have crowd control.
Yeah.
Like in order to control that, which is a blessing and a curse, is to like raise prices on drinks, which will kind of deter some of the people coming in there just trying to get a quick, fix, and then they can destroy the place because that's sort of what ends up happening. Like that's where you see like cups everywhere and just like it's just like dirtbag filthy in there.
Yeah.
But last night, just the bathroom, that's one thing that really stood out for me.
Yeah.
Was the bathroom was in really bad shape. I know we're a toy channel, we talk about toys all the time, and now we're talking about the bathrooms at a bar. So I'm sorry that we took this weird route. We took it down a really, really strange road. We went down a strange turn here.
Yeah, we did.
But wow, what a good night. We had fun last night.
It was. Can I tell my awkward story finally?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I didn't know I cut you off on this awkward story. My apologies.
Well, we just do a bunch of stuff.
I have turned into an 80-year-old man, Wesley. See, thank you.
So, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. You probably have since, I'm right here. But I'm really awkward. And
you say that, but I think you say that.
No, I think there are things that I do, like I'll speak before like thinking and I'm like, oh man, that was like stupid. Or like, I will see someone I know, but I won't talk to them until they talk to me because I'm weird. I'm weird about that. I don't want someone to like be bothered by me. I don't know.
I wouldn't say you're weird, Heather. Okay, you're weird. Go ahead.
So last night, we started off the night playing pool.
Yes.
And I don't know how I did it, but I made this incredible shot. It was the first shot of the night that I made. I hit the cue ball into a wall, and I didn't hit any other balls. Like I just hit the ball, and I didn't.
By the
hit
way,
a ball with it.
We had a whole group standing next to the pool table that we're playing at, and it was obviously like a party. Some dude walks up and throws quarters down on top of the table. Oh, is that where we're headed? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your.
Ruin your story?
Anyway,
I made this other shot where there was the cue ball and then a ball right behind it, and I hit it, and it was at the end of the table. Like, here's the end, and then here's the balls right here.
Right.
So I hit it into the wall, and then it goes all the way back, like the long table, and goes into a hole.
Okay.
It was really good. It was a really good shot. You would think I'm pro, but I'm not.
Good.
But I told everybody I used to play pool a lot in Grand Theft Auto, which is true. So I know about the angles.
Oh my god. Okay.
If you don't stop burping, I'm going to throw up all over you.
There's some weird twist and turn. There's some weird twist.
I'm going to throw up all over
I'm sorry.
you.
We had Qdoba.
Okay. Do it that way.
Okay.
You're like trying to like blow it down, but it's not. So if you got to burp, do it that way.
I'll try. I'll see what I can do for it.
I told you I'm already, like, my stomach's already weird.
You're weird. Anyway, get to the point of the story where we want to hear it.
We're playing pool. I'm going to take a shot, and this guy, he's wearing, like, this Guy Fieri shirt. It's, like, totally Flavor Town. It's black.
He's Flavor Towned
with, like,
out.
an orange dragon, like, Japanese-style dragon on it. And I was like, oh, my God.
He is truly awesome.
And he had, like, this, like, no, I don't think he had a Fu Manchu. I think he just had a stash. But he was an older man. He had to have been at least like 65.
Okay.
Coolest guy in the bar, by the way. But he comes over and he sets his 4 quarters on the table. And me, I wasn't thinking. That's like, when you put 4 quarters on a table, that's you saying, hey, I call this table next. But me, I'm like, oh my God, he's paying for our game. So I thanked him for the quarters. And I just felt really stupid.
You thanked him for the quarters?
Yeah, I thanked him for the quarters. I thought he was giving us the quarters.
I thought there was more of a punchline. You thanked him for the quarters?
Yeah,
you thought he was paying you.
I thought he was paying for my next game.
That's so silly. What are you doing? What do you mean you thanked him?
Yeah, I thanked him.
How did he reply to that?
I I think he was so old he couldn't hear, so that's the only plus side of the story.
Oh my goodness. You're thanking the guy. What is happening?
Well, then I thought about it after.
Zach Bonifer says, Guy Fieri shirt. Was I there? Zach, are you wearing Guy Fieri shirts? Yeah, so Zach says, we asked the questions tonight and they answer. I don't know if that's you saying that we're going to answer questions. Yeah, well, sure, we will answer questions. All you got to do is say in the comments, we'll answer your questions. Let's see. If he was on the couch, where did you sleep? Ha, ha, ha. Zach Bonifer, you awesome dog, you. I slept right in the old bed next to Heather. I passed out real fast, though. I can tell you that. So we got the HBO Go, and we're watching Game of Thrones. I finished the very first episode, working on the second one. Heather starts up the second episode today while we have Jake here and we're eating breakfast. And, like, we're all talking. I have no idea why you did that. It was so silly.
Well, I thought we were going to watch it because at first me and Jake were watching it. And it was really awkward because, like, I turned it... So I didn't finish episode 1 of Game of Thrones. And if you've ever seen it, the first episode is, like, nudity and intercourse and real dirty.
What's that? What's intercourse?
You'll have to look it up later. I can't describe it here.
Okay.
So... I turned it on at, like, the exact spot where, like, some of that's happening. And, like, me and Jake were, like, eating our bacon, watching... You're
watching it while eating together.
It was really awkward.
That is awkward.
Poor Jake.
So we've established that Chris won't do dumb, destructive stuff when he's drunk. But that leaves other kinds of dumb stuff open for debate. So now we got to know the dumbest thing Chris has done drunk. What is the dumbest thing I've done drunk?
Well, I can give you the grossest thing, but I don't know if you want that story live on air.
Nah, I probably don't. I know exactly what story you're talking about. I'd rather not talk about that. I'd rather not talk about that.
There was a time where Chris swears he's only seen me, like, intoxicated once or twice, but he always forgets this one time. We were drinking in the old backyard at the picnic table that was so old that, like, the planks were warped. And I had bought a 6-pack. I think it was maybe Yingling or something. Or maybe it was Loose Cannon. I don't remember. But it was, like, stronger than, like, Bud Light.
Okay.
And I had, like, 4 or 5 of those. And I go in the house, I remember, and I had that, like, weird head feeling. And there was a toilet, and then the sink was almost directly in front of the toilet, but because the bathroom was so small, it was just really tight quarters. And for whatever reason, instead of sitting on the toilet like I normally would at home, I was squatting, and I don't know why. And I remember falling forward and hitting my head.
Oh my God!
On the sink.
Oh.
The porcelain sink.
Were you injured?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Heather, you're killing yourself in there in that bathroom.
Yeah.
What is the dumbest thing I've ever done? I don't know. I've done a lot of dumb things in my course of 36,
What about the 4th of July
years.
party that I wasn't at that you always talk about with you were shooting stuff with like your hands?
So what we used to do during 4th of July, friends of mine, old friends of mine, I don't really hang around with them much anymore. And not for any other reason, but because we've kind of grown apart. But we used to use the Roman candles and shoot each other with Roman candles. In fact, one time, by the way, we were drinking, so that's why we were so stupid. We were doing all these dumb things. And somebody shot one in my hair and lit my hair on fire. Because I used to have really big hair. We've had this conversation before. But this, like, the smoldering little ember got in my hair, and I was like, oh my God! I was, like, lit on fire for a second. I also got it on my shirt.
Your hair was huge.
I'm surprised I didn't get seriously injured doing that. We also used to take mortar cans. Mortars, if you don't know what they are they're these, like, tall can things, and you shoot them off, and they go up in the air, and they explode. Those are the things that make, like, the big fireworks shows. We took those and flipped them upside down and shot them into the ground. And that is like something you should never do. Because I literally lit the grass on fire. We lived right next to a gas station at that point in time.
Oh my gosh.
And really bad things could have happened. We were just being so stupid. I don't know what we were thinking. My dad actually took, what did he do? Oh no, he shot like a Well, no, he threw a sparkler in a box full of other fireworks. And it was like in the... No, I'm sorry. No, he took a box full of fireworks and threw it inside of our fire pit. And it just started going... It was just blowing up everywhere. And people were running.
Oh my gosh, your dad's a maniac. I didn't know
my
this
dad's
about
hardcore.
him.
But dumb things... I remember one time I went to a bar and I was really young. I mean, I had to have just hit 21. And my buddy kept feeding me Jack Daniel, like, whiskey shots. And I remember I got so blasted out of my head that I ran across tall tables. Like, I was actually on top of the tables inside of a bar. I don't know. They told me that's what I was doing. I ran across, like, 3 of them. And then they ended up pulling me down.
They should have.
It literally made me, like, kind of crazy. And for a long time, I wouldn't drink whiskey because I was afraid that it had, like, this abnormal reaction.
Yeah, that's just why I don't like to drink.
Right. But again, with everything else, just like drinking, if you drink in moderation and don't over drink.
I literally had like 2 or 3 drinks and a shot.
But you gotta take it slow.
I did take it slow.
Yeah, it has to be over a span of a long time. You can't go in there hardcore like Rambo and drink everything all at one time. You're gonna do yourself.
I did not.
Okay. Well,
I had a water between my first drink and that shot.
Well, how'd you feel today when you woke up, Heather?
I actually felt okay. I was just tired. And I have this weird thing. If we are up really late, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I don't sleep until like noon, my body just, it doesn't hurt, but it just doesn't feel right. And like, I'm sort of like shaky.
Oh my God.
Like, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it, but
that's not good.
It's not.
That's dehydration probably.
I stayed very hydrated. When we got home, I had like 3 bottles of water.
Still, when you're drinking, it dehydrates you hardcore. You got to drink a lot.
I did.
I mean, I've been actually drinking soda today. That shows you that I'm not that dehydrated.
That's bad.
Usually
news.
I drink.
I've been drinking a lot.
I drank some water. I mean, I did drink water. We do have a question down here. Tequila is your nemesis? Oh my God! One time when I met my ex years ago, her friend approached me when me and my ex just started talking, like the very first night. She brought over a tequila shot, and just the smell alone, I thought for sure I was going to pass out just from the smell alone. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I'll never forget it, and tequila is just not my thing. It's not very good, and it's just, I don't like it. It's not my thing. We did have a question. However, Thomas Studholm, don't get me started. Oh, God, I would love to hear those stories.
I would, too. I bet he's fun.
Bobby Osborne, do you plan to get the Far From Home Pops? Yes, I do, actually. The Far From Home Pops look great. I know for a fact I want the exclusives. I love the Mysterios. The Hot Topic Mysterio. There's like an unmasked one. There's another one with the mask on. He has like glow-in-the-dark hands and stuff. He looks really cool. The Spider-Mans look pretty cool. The Mystery Minis look amazing. So I'm totally involved and interested in the Mystery Minis, especially the Mysterio Mystery Mini, which it looks really cool. What are you staring at?
I was looking at the Thanos picture.
Oh, okay.
But I was listening to you.
But those Far From Home Pops and everything else, really, really, really interested in them. So speaking of like Mystery Minis, since I mentioned it about the Far From Home stuff, our good pal Nick, who was a part of this weekend shenanigans, really good dude, big in the Mystery Minis. We had talked to him a while back, if you remember, the first time we went live at Mid-Atlantic Collecticore. He collects like Mystery Minis and Pint-Size Heroes. That's like his collection.
Every single Pint-Size Hero ever made.
Right. So he's so into them. So he goes out and he'll find me the Mystery Minis. He and his team of people that buy Mystery Minis, they like collect them, and he finds some ones that I wanted. Well, he brought over a few of them. Actually about 5 of them that I thought we would show off right here, since we're not really talking too much about toys. We might as well talk about toys for like 2 seconds at least. By the way, I do want to say that this upcoming week, we're going to do a video that's going to be based on some Hot Toys related type figures, Sideshow related figures that we've recently picked up. My father bought my son a Hot Toys figure. My son is 8 years old. So he bought him a Hot Toys figure, and so it's strictly for us to set it up and everything. I told Max he's not really supposed to handle it. I mean, because Hot Toys are like a piece of art. They're expensive. I mean, you're talking like $300 to $400 per figure, mostly. So I told Max, he understands, but he bought him a Hot Toys figure. I'm not going to tell you what it is till you see the video this week. It is really, really cool. I have a new Hot Toys figure coming in. Heather has a Sideshow figure that she recently picked up, and I figured we would talk about all those on one video. I thought that would be a lot of fun, so I can't wait to talk about it. But the mystery minis, they're pretty cool. So this one, this is, of course, I'm going to move this chat here. Move it down the corner. Boom. This mystery mini Iron Man is pretty cool. I like this one. I like the fact that he looks like he's flying. He has like the translucent kind of like fire. I don't even know what. I guess that's fire, smoke, or whatever that is down there. But he's really cool. I like him.
It's cannon fire.
I like. So apparently in this film, no, it is like cannon fire. Here, believe me, I'm on your level. Okay. I think with this suit, it's a heavy suit. I don't know why it's back to a heavy suit. I don't think it's like the last movie. It looks bulkier than the last film. So I'm excited to see what this suit is all about. But I like that up top, like in the shoulder area, it's gold. It reminds me very much of the concept Iron Man from Civil War hot toy. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe not.
I don't remember.
But it looks it reminds me of this an awful lot. I really, really like this one. He's cool. You want to hold him? We also got a Captain America, who's cool. Now, one thing I noticed right off the bat, okay, they did not give him a shield. And I'm wondering if they did that on purpose because they didn't want to let the cat out of the bag, maybe, prior to the movie releasing. Because we know full and well that Cap has a shield now based off of one of the trailers that they've released so far. So, why he doesn't have a shield, I don't know. Maybe it gets taken away, maybe it gets destroyed. I don't know. I have no idea. But I like him. I think he's really something. So now you have Cap and Iron Man, and Tony's like...
Look, I made it into Civil War.
There you go. Well, no, Tony in this movie, he's like, will you trust me? Captain America's like, yeah, I trust you.
He's like, no.
Oh, man, punch him right in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, they're getting violent.
That's his helmet. But look, he has a fist, so it was perfect. Look. And he has a face. It's almost like...
He looks like he's ready to fight. Nick Money, I will highly suggest the John Wick hot toy if you want to pick up a hot toy. I'm not a huge John Wick fan. You should get
all the hot toys.
I'm not a huge John Wick fan. I like the films, but I'm not as into it as some of my other friends. But man, that John Wick hot toy is amazing. It's a very good hot toy to start with. I think it comes with a lot of extras. I really happen to like that one myself, even though I'm not a big fan. I really like that one. We also got this Rocket Raccoon, where he has the little goggles on top of his head, which some people have pointed out looks very much like the Winter Soldier glasses, the little goggles from the Winter Soldier.
You know, that makes sense because he asked him for his arm last time.
He did. So I'm wondering if somehow he got the goggles, but maybe not. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Winter Soldier no longer had those goggles. But he has the little guns in his hand, and he has a tail back here, and he actually leans like... When you stand him up, he has like, look at his little weird shoes. He has like little hooves. When you stand him up, the little tail kind of, I don't even know if I can show this. Let's see. The little tail keeps him balanced, like all things should be, like Thanos says. So he's cool. I like this one a lot too. I think he's a cool looking little mystery mini. Then we have Ronin, which is an awesome mystery mini. He has a sword. Max saw it today. He goes, who is this ninja? And then, like, one of his hands, he has, like, a little throwing star. So he is straight up ninja. Max is not too far off. He's right. He looks like a ninja. Ronin, of course, which is Hawkeye. He's an awesome character. I like this one a lot. Excuse me. When I saw the mystery mini... Sorry, I burped in your face again. I didn't mean to do that. When I saw the mystery minis, like the picture, this is one that I really wanted because he is far different from all of the other Hawkeye like pops and mystery minis that I've seen in the past. So I really wanted this mystery mini. What's the matter? You keep like poking me on my leg.
May I have your phone, please?
Have my phone?
Yeah.
Why do you want my phone?
May I use your phone, please?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
There you go. Enjoy. Do you want to hold him?
I don't think I...
And then last but not least, of course, you know, if you watch the Gastlecast, you know I'm obsessed with Thanos. So it's official. I do have Thanos now. He is definitely awesome. I love this one. I love this mystery mini. I loved the mystery mini from Infinity War. But this sword This sword is so cool. By the way, I have pre-ordered my Thanos from Endgame via the Hot Toys webpage. I went on there the other day. I just happened to see it. It's a payment plan thing. And I was like, why not? I'm just going to do it. I really want it. So I went ahead and by the time he's ready to come out, I won't have to worry about anything. He'll be paid off and he'll be at my front door. And I'll be on here showing you him. But this is a really, really cool mystery mini. I think that the mystery minis for Endgame are really sweet. Mm-hmm. I really happen to like them. And there are a couple more that I do want to get my hands on, especially War Machine, which is one of the harder ones to get. But Nick is out on the hunt to try to find one for me. So we'll see what ends up happening. Chris, besides the black and white long-haired Loki, is there another pop that you don't have but really want? Heather, what pop would you like to have? That's from Phoenix Hogan, our good pal. Love him to death out there in Las Vegas.
So,
Heather?
I think the one that I'm most interested in having, it's like sort of beyond my reach, but if I saw it, I've actually never seen this one in person, but if I did see it, I would probably try to work out a trade or something, is the Bloody Leatherface. But the one that I'm interested in that's more within my reach or anybody's reach that I'm super excited to like see out in the wild, but it is going to be hard because we don't have an FYE super close to here, is the Entertainment Earth Glow Pennywise with the spider legs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I would like to have that one. I want to see its glow and stuff.
Yeah. Mine, beside that, I'm trying to look on my list here because it's hard for me to remember. Always my number one is Red Skull. Red Skull is one of the top pops I want. Of course, Loki from Avengers. They're both very expensive pops.
Yeah, good luck.
And I'm not willing to spend that kind of money to obtain those.
I'm not willing to trade that amount of stuff for that.
Right. Yeah. Unless
someone wants a bunch of comments.
Listen, if I had stuff to trade and I could trade up to get something like that, I would totally do it. But because, no. It would never work out. One that I do really want, though, that's probably more within my grasp. Well, another one's Thor, the original Thor. So I think it would be Red Skull first. Well, the black and white Loki first. That's the one I really want. That's that's obtainable for me. I could go out and find it right now if I really wanted to. I'm just waiting for that sweet spot to kind of show up. But my number one outside of that one definitely is Red Skull, and then Thor from the first Thor film. The Avengers Loki is one that I'm never going to worry about because he's up to $1,600. No, thank you. And then let's see, is there anything else on this list that I really want? Sorry, I'm looking at my wish list. You asked an interesting question. Maybe the black and white Spider-Man. I like the black and white Spider-Man a whole lot. Wow, that Loki is $70. I remember one point in time he was like 50. He's like way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I just gave you a bunch of good ones. Oh, and I would really like the Conan O'Brien Ant-Man.
Yes,
that's one I really want.
Comes with the little one.
Another one in my grasp. That's another one I really want.
One that, so funny story. This happened a couple.
Why are your texts so big?
Because I just got a new phone.
You want me to? All you do is pinch to squeeze to make it smaller.
Oh well, that was easy.
Oh my god, you should have seen. The letters were like huge. This big.
They were huge.
They were huge. It looked like one sentence was a whole picture, a whole screen.
Yeah, it's been weird since yesterday when I got.
She got a new phone. It's beautiful, by the way.
It is really cool. Check this thing out. This is a clear case. Look at that. Well, you can't
it's like
really
iridescent.
see too much of it. It looks like an opal.
Like pearl or something.
Yeah, it's the new S10 Plus.
Yeah, she got the new S10 Plus. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But anyway, a couple months ago, our local Hot Topic that was literally right across the street from my work had gotten in the new Sabrina Spellman with the Salem, and what was the other pop that I was gonna get?
Ariel. That was one.
Hot Topic.
Oh, Hot Topic. I don't know.
It was Sabrina Spellman and something else. I totally forget. And my friend Nick was like, "Oh, I'll get it for you. I'm going to Hot Topic anyway." And I was like, "Oh, cool." So, Chris was coming into my work that day for a haircut, and I had called him after my last client. I said, hey, where are you? He said, oh, I just pulled up to the mall. I was going to get you that Sabrina pop and whatever other pop you wanted. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. Nick's getting it. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, he told me. So Chris came over to get his hair cut. So then, like, an hour later, Nick messages me, and he's like, yeah, I fell asleep. I didn't get those pops. And I never got around to getting them. So, Sabrina was another one that I had wanted.
So you are you able to get it? Is it gone?
Yeah, no, I think that I would be able to find her if I
you're
looked.
saying,
I just haven't really
I
been
see.
out to, like, really look for Funko Pops.
Right.
I've been to Target a couple times, but you know their selection is...
Right, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Nick Money says Hot Toys are quicksand that he doesn't want to come close to. I understand. Hot Toys are very expensive.
They really are.
I'll tell you that.
But they're cool.
My dad bought me one. I kind of hinted at it on our Instagram. My dad bought me one this week, which I'll give more information on the video that we make about the Hot Toys and Sideshow stuff. He spent an arm and a leg on the thing, and I told him please don't do it, but he really wanted to get it for me, and I really appreciate my father. I love my father. I love my mother and father for doing this for me and hooking us up. But the one that he got for me is going to blow my mind. I can't wait to see it in person. It's like, I think it's at the top, aside from like very equal to Thanos, but maybe I would say equal to the Thanos from Endgame and Infinity War. I really want the two of those, like, badly, like, side by side. I would like to eventually get the one in the chair, but if I never get that, that's fine. You don't have very much places to put it, stuff like that, because they're so big. But
you gotta start getting rid of some pops.
The one my father is picking up for me, or getting for me, is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see that thing in person.
Can I tell you guys?
Was I making a point? What was it?
No. Can I tell you guys something, like, ridiculous that just happened?
Sure.
So my dad's coming over tomorrow night, okay? It's like our weekly lately thing. I don't want to go into too many details about it, but there's a point that he comes over other than just, like, quality time with Dad. But I asked him, I said, what do you want to eat for dinner tomorrow? Because I always will make dinner.
Are your grandparents coming?
No.
They're not.
So. I don't know. I just got a phone call from them, but I didn't answer.
Okay.
And my dad's... I said, what do you want for dinner tomorrow? To eat for dinner tomorrow? And my dad replies with, sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, why not? No, I think you're saying,
I'm
like,
saying, do you want dinner
you want
tomorrow?
something, yeah.
Well, just like a man, not to be sexist.
Oh, here we go.
Not paying attention.
I'm about to be attacked. I'm being attacked and I didn't do anything.
Attention. No, you always do things, though. You're very guilty of, if I ask a 2-part question, you'll only answer 1 part. And I never know what part it is.
Heather, these folks here that watch us, our good pals here, they watch your stories. They hear your stories.
They're good.
They know for a fact why I only pick up on parts of it, because I can't hang in there sometimes. I really can't. Like, when you're telling me something or asking me a question, and I'm like, oh, no. No, not again. Not again.
Okay.
You just have to break the questions down and make them really short. I bet that question your father about dinner is very long.
What do you want to eat for dinner tomorrow? And it's so short that I didn't even spell tomorrow out. I spelled TMW.
I'm proud of you.
I shortened it.
No, I'm really proud of you.
What do you want to eat for dinner tomorrow?
I don't like TM.
Tomorrow.
Nick Money. Hot Toys is quick. Okay, you already read that. Phoenix. I tried to find Loki for you, but it was that big. Oh, well, thank you for looking around for us. I appreciate that. But I know where I can get that Spider-Man and Pennywise for you. Oh, well, that's awesome. Let us know. Let us know, and if you find one at a good, reasonable price, let us know, and then we'll send you some cash because we appreciate that. Thank you.
Just so you know, no, he doesn't come over. My dad doesn't come over with a date. He is patiently waiting for someone who's really special, and I hope it works out.
Oh,
because this person is really special. To, like, all of us. So, she's really cool.
Yeah. She is really cool. I hope her father meets back up with the love of his life.
It's probably not.
She got away. It's like we're living like a dramedy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's always some sort of drama going on everywhere.
Gotta have drama.
Everywhere.
Everybody always says, I hate drama. But what is life without it? Gotta have a little drama.
No, nobody hates drama because if nobody hated drama, The Walking Dead would not exist.
No, I mean like
Neither
real
would
life.
Teen Mom.
No, I mean movies and stuff like that, but real life drama.
Why not?
No, I love Teen Mom 2. Give me all the drama you got all day long, baby. I'm in.
I love other people's drama, but
I love drama.
I don't like it when it makes its way over to me or like around. Like I try to stay out of it, but like I like to hear about it.
I gotta know what my girl. So last week on Teen Mom 2, Janelle didn't show up at all. She wasn't even on the episode at all.
She's mad because her D-bag of a husband has gotten fired from the show.
But she's disappeared off the show.
Was he sitting?
He was bashing.
Was it a homophobic or a racist comment?
I think he was doing everything. I mean, it was like a mixed bag. He was just a complete a-hole. And
I don't like people like that.
Well, listen, let me tell you something. Okay, if we're going to talk about Teen Mom for a second, I know you guys aren't going to hang in there too much for that. But as far as that guy goes, he was a complete a-hole in every scene that he was in. I could not stand that guy. I don't know what she saw in him. What was she doing?
She's still with him?
And then you have what's her name? Kale.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She's like a nightmare too.
She's is a nice. So she had a really nice husband. Were her and Joe married?
Joe? Yeah. No. They were met. And they had a kid,
boyfriend.
And then they were too young.
Yeah, but he was really nice.
And then she got with Javi.
He's a really nice guy.
Javi was a little controlling.
Yes, but you never know what goes on behind the scenes because she is a drama starter. She will get on there and be like, well, Javi, blah, 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 blah. And then her new baby daddy, Chris, who isn't shown on TV because he doesn't...
No, he is now. He was on the newest episode. Yeah, they showed him. His face and everything. Hair, face, everything.
Weird?
Usually you have a blurred face, like almost on his entire body. Not this time.
Okay, well, before that, it was like her baby daddy, like they're like on and off.
Let's speed it up. I think we're going to start losing these people.
They're on and off again or something. And like this guy showed up to their kid's birthday party. And she's like, well, I'm not talking to him unless he talks to me. And like he said something to her and then she's like, and I'm like, she's just so.
Oh, in the new episode?
Ew.
In the new episode that past Monday, you missed it because you fell asleep. She was out in New York trying to sell some of her beauty line. He was there. They went home together, baby.
Well, that's
good. Yeah, she
good
took
for
him
them.
back. She took him back.
She's like...
They went back.
She's too much. And for a little bit, like when her and baby daddy first broke up, when her and baby daddy first broke up, she started to like... She hinted that she was interested in women.
I know, it took a weird turn.
And I'm just like, okay, like, what are you, like, you've had 3 different men that you've had kids with, okay? Obviously, you like men, but then she's like, okay, well, I might like women, too, and now she's, like, back.
She has no idea what she's doing.
She doesn't know what, she
is
just
very
doesn't
scrambled.
know what she wants. I mean, I know
Not a
bisexual
single
is
soul,
a thing, but I think maybe she was just, like, trying to see.
Not a single soul sitting here and watching this.
They don't care about it.
They have no idea what we're even talking about.
But it
Isn't
was
that lovely?
crazy. It was. She's like. She needs to figure out what she wants to do. If you're into dudes, get with a dude. But stop playing these back and forth games with the dudes.
Well,
if you're into girls,
there are
be
people
into
who
girls,
are into both, though. You know.
But stop playing the back and forth. Like, don't like her, but then say she's just a friend, but then hint, like, be flirty with, like, ugh.
You don't like it.
No, just like figure out if you want.
We should call her right now.
If you want the D or the V.
Maybe he thinks TMW means something. Like, what do you want to eat? TMW? You know what? I guarantee that's what he thought.
No, he just wasn't paying attention.
I don't know about that. I don't know. D Sparks is on to something. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us for a little while.
And listening to, not Toy Talk. 5 minutes of Toy Talk.
Listen, I think you guys, when we took the poll, the Survey Monkey, you guys were more or less here to hang out with us. And if we talk about toys or we talk about our night out in the town, either way, I think you guys are gonna have fun, and we're gonna have a good time, joke, and yeah.
I actually feel sort of awake. I never took that nap, but I like laid in bed.
I think everybody's watching WrestleMania right now, or like getting amped up for it.
Everybody I know seems to be
at WrestleMania right now. I think it's because it's so close by. Apparently, it's where? Was it Virginia?
I think Jersey.
Jersey, that's it. Jersey. So since it's sort of like nearer to Maryland, a lot of like people we know actually went there and they've been there like all weekend. I mean, it must be really something.
That's something I've never been able to get into. Like, I remember, I don't know if this is different or not, so I'm really sorry if I'm like, I don't know the difference between like WWE, WWF boxing. Like, I'm not like immersed in that world. But I remember my dad always having people over for the fights, and they would get like the pay-per-view thing and have a good time. And my dad really liked The Undertaker. And like, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I liked it back when it was like Stone Cold Steve Austin and stuff. I was a kid. I loved it, but not anymore. I'm done with it. What can I tell you? See? Wesley C. Oh, snap. WrestleMania. Gotta go, brother. Later. So it's about time for us to get out of here. Every time you guys go live, kids act up, and I get to see 5 minutes. Sorry, Samuel. Sorry for getting your kids all riled up. Maybe it's Heather's face, my voice, or vice versa, or both. I don't know. What can I tell you?
Both.
Watching Jetta's video on Instagram today of him working out, I think I'm going to start working out and making videos of it.
You should.
You know what would be funny is, like, you watch him and he's, like, doing all these cool workouts, and then it's, like, me, and it's, like, those videos you see, like, on Instagram or on, like, Facebook, where people are grabbing the lines and they're, like, jumping, like, back and forth because they don't know what they're doing. That's, like, my videos. Yeah. Wouldn't that be brilliant? Like, no, oh, no. I think that would be kind of funny because you follow him and you follow us, and you just see me doing all these stupid things and not knowing what I'm doing. I think that would be funny. So that's that. Well,
you should do that.
You should open a restaurant like that, Nick Money. You're brilliant.
He is.
Nick Money, I love him. He's such a cool dude. He makes me laugh all the time. I love all his little comments. Did we turn off music? What happened?
I don't know.
Am I still on? So my mic hit something. What happened?
I don't know.
Did we do something here? Hold on. Oh, there it is. There you go. Back. I hit the mute button. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. I said that like 4 times now. Believe me, I'm repeating everything today because I'm just like so tired and worn out. Remember, go over to our Instagram at Gastlecast. Check out all the fun stuff that we have to post over there. Go check out alltimetoys.com because alltimetoys.com is awesome. Check out $7 a pop because Lee is awesome. We just posted a video on Wednesday. We had a live interview with him. It was a lot of fun.
He is really, really,
he
really
is
a nice
super
guy.
Cool. Jason is super cool at All Time Toys. We're meeting all these local folks, and they're all just so cool. We're lucky to have this many cool people around us that are into the same thing.
Yeah, you know, I really love people who are able to have an idea and like bring it to life.
Yes.
And like
that's what the Gastlecast is, Heather. I had an idea. You had an idea.
It blows my mind. I mean, so I deal with the general public too. And if there's a problem, I am always professional. But like, I guess when it's not involving my work, I'll hear some stories and I'm like, why is someone being mean to you? And why are you so nice to them? But like, professionally, I would be nice too.
Right.
But the story he was telling about someone that just like blatantly being like nasty to him and the way he answered, I was just like, oh my, like he's just amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Like, someone, like, insulted his like, oh, your website sucks or something like that. And I would just be, like, me wants to just, like, throw out every insult
He's
ever.
like, oh, okay, thanks.
But if that were my website, I'd probably try to be tactful. But, I mean, he was just, like, really elegant.
He's a really good guy.
He was real elegant with it. And I was like, man,
really good guys.
you got, like, talent.
Yeah, so $7 a pop, All Time Toys. Our good pal Jason Swoboda, who contacted me today, he's out west this weekend.
Yeah, he showed off the Grand Canyon. That was cool.
Showed off the Grand Canyon. Awesome guy.
Swoboda
Fed on Instagram. You should check him out. We're just like telling you all these people to check out. I mean, what's happening?
I don't know.
We just know too many cool people. What can I tell you? Can't help it. Do we have anybody else we want to shout out to?
I don't know. Me?
Oh man, one of the most awkward moments ever for me was we had a friend of the family pass away. in that particular like day that it all happened, we were so bummed out, and it was really hard for us to come on live because this had just happened and it was like on our minds. And I was like, at the end of it, I was like, hey, I just want to give a shout out to our friend of the family who passed away. And Heather like looked at me and she's like, what are you saying? Anytime I think about shout outs, that's what I go back to now, because that was like such a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, I was
giving shout outs to rest in pieces.
Yeah, that was like a really sad day. It was such a sad day. We were at the Renaissance Festival, okay? We go there to have a good time, and Chris gets this phone call, oh, you know, this happened. And I was in the bathroom when he got it, and I come out, and he's still on the phone, and he goes, oh, you know, so-and-so passed away. And I was like, what? Like, we had just gotten there. And
it blew our minds.
It was so hard for me to have a good time, because I didn't know that person like super well, but I had been around her a few times, and I had just seen her like
she was such a good she was I knew her since she was a kid, but it was really sad. But anyway, I'm just saying, anytime I think shout outs now, I go back to that dumb story of me being an idiot, like a complete idiot.
And I'm like, this isn't the time for a shout out, Chris.
Phoenix Hogan, I agree
really
with that.
Day.
An epic Las Vegas trip for our honeymoon with an epic pop hunt. How amazing would that be? I would totally go to the Golden Pawn Shop, the pawn shop from Pawn Stars. Why? I would have to go and check it out, because it's something you have to do when you're in Vegas. At least for us East Coasters.
I think people would say if you're going to Vegas, just go to the casino, but you want to go to the pawn store.
Oh, I would. If I went there, casinos would be fun, but I also like to see some like landmarks and stuff. I think that's fun.
Cletus is speaking my language. I'm a dude. She's a dude.
We're all dudes.
You remember that?
It sounds familiar. It was that from? Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I
want to hear.
No, the film on my top of my head, I can't remember. Is it the one? The comedy about them in the military and they were like actors? No. Okay. Well, then what is it?
Good Burger.
Oh, Good Burger. Oh my God. Is that my generation?
With Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel.
No, it's not your generation.
It was your generation, right?
You would have been like 30 when it came out.
I was 30 years old. Oh my God. Okay, well, that's it. We've entertained you long enough.
Too long.
Are you entertained? That was a question. You think they'll answer?
I'm not.
I don't know. Guys, leave your We Hunt Togethers and all that kind of fun stuff down in the comment section. Give us all the likes that you can give us. We really appreciate that. Tell all your friends about the Gastlecast so they can come and subscribe to us. Wouldn't that be so much fun?
That would be.
That would be so much fun.
We're doing another giveaway at 2,500.
Yes, we are. What I did want to show you is that we went to see our friend Minye, who makes all the Galaxy stuff. And here's Galaxy Thanos. I took a picture of it.
My hair's on it.
Ew. Ugh. Sorry, there was a pubis hanging off the thing. So this Galaxy Thanos, I had my car tinted the other day, and Minye actually does. He has a tinting shop, and they do a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I walk in, I get my car tinted, and it was sort of like on a whim. My son and I went to get lunch, and we come back, and we're going to pick up.
This is a sore spot for me.
Oh God!
Chris got his windows tinted after offering to buy me lunch, and then he didn't come home with lunch because I had to go and get my makeup trial done for the wedding. So, sore spot.
You still in pain over that?
Yeah, right here.
So I go and get lunch. I come back, and he pulled this out from the back, and he's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "Heather bought this for you a long time ago. Nobody ever came to pick it up, neither one of you." He goes, "So here, take it." And I was like, what? So just a shout out to Minye for doing such a brilliant job. The Galaxy stuff looks so amazing. I love the Galaxy stuff. I think he does such a great job. And he said it was harder to do this because he was on the chair.
Yeah, so basically, he told me, I went to him and I said, hey, do you think you could Galaxy the Thanos on the throne? Because Chris had mentioned it a while back. And he was like, if you provided one for me, I would do my best to try. And I was like, okay. I ended up getting him like half price or something because Hot Topic was having like a pre-Christmas. It was like a Black Friday sale or something.
Oh, it's been that long ago.
Yeah, I gave it to him before Christmas, but I knew like it was literally the week of Christmas, I think.
Right.
And I knew he wasn't gonna have it done by Christmas. So I was like, okay, maybe by Valentine's Day I'll have a gift for Chris. Valentine's Day rolls around, he still hasn't contacted me. I wasn't that worried about it, but I'm trying to cut back on my random gift giving because I've realized that I just like to buy stuff for for Chris all the time. So I try to
Whoa. Let's not slow that train down. I really enjoy coming home to some gifts.
I know you do.
And I give you flowers and stuff. Don't give me business here.
Flowers die. Thanos
oh
is
my
forever.
God. I always give you stuff.
You never give me a Thanos galaxy
goodness.
on a throne.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
So anyway, the plan was he had contacted me. He said, yeah, Thanos doesn't come off the throne. If I try, I'm going to break it. You know, do you mind if I just paint Galaxy the whole thing? And I said, sure, go ahead and do that. And I'll just like paint over top, because the whole thing would be Galaxy color. And I would just paint this guy like the grayish sort of stone looking color. And he ended up taping it off and doing just Thanos, which is...
He did a brilliant job.
Yeah, super sweet.
I thought he removed it off the chair.
No, he taped it off.
He did a brilliant job.
And then he contacted me. I mean, it had to have been like March or so, maybe late February,
right.
Early March. And I was in the middle of like moving salons and like we're wedding planning. And like every time I had the chance to go and pick it up, I totally forgot. So when Chris went there yesterday, he actually messaged me. He said, hey, you want me to give those pops to Chris? And I was like, oh, yeah, go ahead. So I PayPal'd him. What?
Cletus says, don't train like Jetta. Do it correctly. Oh, my God. Shots fired. Anyway, I don't know where you were in your story. I feel like you were at the end. But he did a great job on the Galaxy Thanos. If you're interested in getting some of your pops painted in the Galaxy color, reach out to us because I don't really know where to go for his stuff. Reach out to us. We can give it to you if you just message us on Instagram. We can hook you up. Or email us at gastlecast@gmail.com. Heather, any final words for the evening? We got to record a video because we do not record videos very often anymore because we are so busy with all this wedding shenanigans. Heather, go ahead. What do you want to say? Final words for the evening?
Look out for a couple really cool videos coming later this week. They're going to be great.
Oh, yeah,
They're
baby.
They're going to be real great.
Yep, it's going to be awesome. Well, I'm going to sing this one out. No, I'm not. I'm horrible. I can't sing. No. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next time. Remember, comment section. Leave all your fun little comments so I can take a picture of it and post it on Instagram, as always. Love you. Have a good week. Be safe. Be really nice to each other. And, what else, Heather?
Hope you find all the pops you want. Ever.
Find some cool pops. Yeah. And if you find cool pops, let us know about it.
If you happen to find the SCCC Loki from way back when, you can send it to our P.O. box.
Oh, Heather, stop asking for handouts. Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Do not buy $1,600
You'll never find
pop.
one anyway.
Do not buy $1,600 pop.
No, I meant like if they literally
just stumble upon it?
They stumble upon it.
Brilliant. Find me a fake one. Send a fake one. All right, here we go. Well,
Bye.
See you later. Love you.